You know, if you'd like to gather around me, I think I'm going to be okay. Come on. Come on. Secret Service is worried about them? If we have to worry about them, we have big problems. Okay, do you want to have a seat? Do you want to do this? Watch what I do, and then I'm going to give you some pens, okay? You ready? What a nice picture this is, huh, Governor? You ready? We'll do a good job. Wait, let me press that. I want to make this a really good signature, because this is, you know, this is a big one, right? Oh, I think we have a 10. We have a 10.
God bless you, Mr. President.
Pretty good, huh? I see that. Okay? Good. Now you're going to go out and win those events, right? Nice to see you all. Great going, everybody. Nice to see you. Thank you, kids. Here, take a pen.
Thank you.
I'll give some of these out, okay? Take a pen, take a pen.
Thank you so much.
Where's Riley?
The U.S. Army announcing that they are shattering recruitment records after seeing their most productive December in more than a decade. And some are saying that President Trump could be to thank for this. News Nation's Alina Shirazi is live in our D.C. bureau with more. It seems to be a reversal of the recruiting slump that the Army had reported in recent years.
Yeah, it certainly is, Marnie. I mean, my last report on Army recruiting numbers now over a year ago was that they were seriously struggling to gain and keep their talent. But now they say December 2024 was their best December in 15 years. They reportedly enlisted nearly 350 soldiers every single day that month. Army recruiters, though, posting on X, they're saying, quote, "Our recruiters have one of the toughest jobs, inspiring the next generation of soldiers to serve. Congratulations and keep up the great work." The Army, though, hoping to ride this high, set to significantly expand how many recruits they can send to spring training. By April, the service reportedly expects to have 10 more training units across America that would allow for up to 9,600 new recruits each year. In 2023, there were a number of initiatives that we know to try and help lower performing recruits as well. Things like including adding courses like the Future Soldier Prep course to essentially help them meet the academic and physical standards that they really need to move on to basic training. So certainly, Marnie, a number of reasons why the Army is seeing these positive changes and trending upwards as well year over year.
Alina, President Trump likes to take credit for things. I would imagine this is no exception.
It is no exception. They are taking credit for this, Marnie. Trump's newly confirmed pick to lead the Pentagon, Pete Hegseth, actually posted on X. He said, quote, "Bottom line, America's youth want to serve under the bold and strong America First leadership of real Donald Trump." We also heard him attribute these higher numbers to the new administration during his confirmation hearing as well. Hegseth, though, we know he has promised on day one to remove woke programs from the military. Woke meaning, you know, a word that's typically been used to describe an overemphasis on diversity and equity. But Army leaders saying that wokeness wasn't really a factor in this. We reached out to the Pentagon as well for a comment on what Hegseth did say. They tell us they don't have anything further to add right now.
So can you imagine that? Look what's happened. Look what we've had to do. We had to sign an executive order, a federal order, saying there's two genders. We've known that for all of our lives. And the mentally ill leftists have pushed so hard and taken us to such an extreme that we've had to be like, what? Wait a minute, there's been two all along? Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, it never changed. It was fucking two. Oh, my goodness. All of these poor girls that have been pushed out. Riley Gaines losing in the swimming competition to a dude that tucked his micro penis in his onesie. Bottom swimmer in the whole men's league jumps into the women. He gets his little fucking trophy. Wow, what a fucking amazing guy you are. Recruitment up in the military because amazing, shocking. Men, women want to go into the military again in record numbers to fight for a president who's America first, instead of an oatmeal-brained moron who underneath him has generals wearing dresses and makeup and saying, if you join, we dance for the kids on the weekends. Oh, God, it comes with pedophilia, too? Whoa! Sanity. Do you remember when Biden ran for office? Do you remember when we were told by the left that the adults were in charge when Biden won? And him and his corrupt, disgusting regime got into power. Do you remember when we were told the adults were in charge? And the adults said men can be women, women can be men. Our admiral wears a dress and makeup. Now, listen. Full disclosure, if I had an army of transgender people, men in dresses, their balls shaking and blowing in the wind, charging at me, like some scene from Braveheart, I admit, I'm running the other way. I don't care what weapons they have. I don't care if they've got slingshots. I'm running the other way. Maybe they were onto something. Total, absolute fear, right? If you send a horrible monster into battle, I'm seriously considering running the other way. I'm not staying there to find out what this thing can do. Is it going to eat me? Is it going to sit on my face? I'd rather not take the risk. But overall, not a good idea. It just, when you take the adults in the room, the fucking brain dead morons, when you get rid of them and you put the actual adults in that are thinking about things properly, there's two genders. Duh, we've only known that for like 1,000 years plus. And then we have to fucking reevaluate it again. Oh, how humanity. You remember the Dark Ages when everyone was suffering from plagues? So nothing got done, right? There was no scientific advancement during the Dark Ages. There were plagues. Science wasn't allowed. It was banned by the church. And humanity just went like 800 years without learning anything at all. If we hadn't had that, we'd probably have lunar bases and we'd be having starship battles by now. But it set humanity back. You know what the corrupt Biden regime, the radical left and the Democrats did? They set humanity back. Another 5 years, 10 years, 15 years that all of these corrupt radical Democrats have been in office. And these disgusting things have been happening. This has been our dark ages. Now we've woken back up again and go, what? Science? Yeah, there's two genders. Who said there were 57? Fuck, how long have I been asleep? Hello, welcome back to reality. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you, all of the Americans who stood up and voted for Trump, that stood together, black, white, Latino, Asian, everyone that stood up against the woke, ridiculous ideology, the absolute insanity that happened to us for all these years. You know, when Biden ran for office against Trump, he said that there was going to be dark days ahead of us. And what he claimed he was referring to were the dark days we were going to face if Trump got into office. What he was actually prefacing were the dark days we were facing when Biden got into office. The dark days are over. We defeated Biden. We defeated Kamala. We have to face two opponents. We defeated both. The dark ages are over. The light has shone. And real science exists again. There are only two genders. I was starting to question if there were two. I really was. They were driving me so fucking nuts. I was starting to question how many there were. I was like, maybe there's 57. You know, there's schizophrenics. They're this guy one day, they're another guy the next. I don't fucking know. Maybe there's a whole bunch of shit and it's been living under a rock, under a fucking iceberg, and then it melted and the thing got out. And now we've got a new thing that we haven't seen since prehistoric times, but it's always been here. And I'm losing my fucking mind over it. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you for bringing us all back to reality. Thanks for ending the dark ages.